Let's get it. Hi guys, we're Real Sensi. We're here today with Johnny Luv. How are you?
What's up? What's
It's
up?
been a
I am
while.
excellent. Yeah, it has been a long while, huh?
Yes.
But we are here today, and that's a blessing, man.
Yes, the blessings. So when did you first start like in your music, like getting
Oh,
out there?
reggae music
Yeah.
or just music in general?
Just in general. Like
Oh man, way early. I think I started music in like middle school, like eighth grade. Is this good enough? I don't know.
yeah.
Like eighth grade, I started music. It was more just picking up guitar, just that whole story is crazy. I don't think I
Yeah.
want to go into that, but just picking up guitar and just getting into it, man. I didn't really get serious into music until about high school, like my sophomore year. Joined the band, and we were just like the only band really doing what we were doing, like
yeah.
I guess professionally in that state of mind, like we wanted to do something with it.
Exactly.
And we started playing bars at like 15, 16, and getting our friends in, sneaking them
Just
in.
getting
and
out there.
Yeah, just getting out there, pushing it. It was like a death metal heavy band, punk rock, man. It was like so many different styles mixed in it. We
That's
didn't know really
crazy.
what the hell we wanted yet, you know?
That's awesome.
But yeah, started that, and it just went from there. I started playing music when I was like 10. What the hell? Welcome to Santa Ana.
Right?
But yeah, started playing music when I was like 10, really, but really picked up seriously when I was like 14, 15. And yeah, about high school, got pretty serious with it. Didn't start reggae till right after high school. It was like college, like my first year.
Gotcha.
I got into like ska, like I got into like old rock steady, and I was really big in this rock steady. 'Cause I grew up with oldies here in Santa Ana, man. The culture here, like street
Yeah.
culture, is like oldies, funk. You know, that's kind of
Hip-hop.
it's been rooted from the day one. But picking up the styles of music, that's what really influenced me, was like the oldie stuff and rock
Definitely.
steady. So that's how I met reggae, was through rock steady music,
Yeah.
and just fell in love with it. Absolutely.
That's so awesome. So starting from college basically until now, that's like your reggae. So
Yeah.
you've had a bunch of different like tastes in music. So that's super cool.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
What's the hardest part about being in the music industry?
Oh, I'm sure you know this answer. Other people. Really, man, just the musicians, man, the promoters. There's so much. There's so much to it. The business side of it is probably the hardest aspect. It's very discouraging, man. It's very, very heavy, very weights heavy. Actually, bro, I battled depression, some really extreme depression, due to the severity of the business, man. Like it's crazy, man. You lose friends, you lose people, you lose lovers. I mean, you lose family members, all from this music, man. It's a trip. But as long as we stay righteous, man, I mean, I think but that's all you can do is just love what you love, do what you do.
And it
and
all
just-
comes together.
Yeah, man, it all comes together. Just stay righteous, man. Just do everything for the better good. Stay humble, stay grounded, absolutely.
Exactly. How do you balance your daily life and your music life?
Oh, I don't. It's so hard. It really is. I mean, but balance is key. Balance is honestly key. I meditate. I've been doing Kundalini for the last 5 years. No, 6 years now. Doing Kundalini for 6 years now. And
Should elaborate a little bit about that.
Kundalini,
Yeah.
man. Kundalini yoga. Guru Ramdas here in Santa Ana from the Middle East. He helped our guru here form and shape his ideology of Kundalini, which is amazing because he's such a genius, man. He's such a beautiful person,
That's awesome.
soul. I mean, he's luminous. He radiates so much when you talk to him, when you see him. The words, he's just so full of energy, such
That's
green
crazy.
light, pure white green light. Like, it's amazing. And just being around that kind of person has helped shaped and molded me, man, as a person, as a father, man, as a brother, as just a person.
Yeah.
And being around his know-how, his advice, has just shaped me into what I, really at the end of the day want to be, just a good, solid, righteous person, man.
That is
you
so
know?
awesome.
And Kundalini, man, honestly, I honestly can say it takes full responsibility for who I am today, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you would say he's your biggest inspiration?
Biggest
definitely?
inspiration today. Well, there's a lot of inspirations, but as far as staying grounded and staying balanced, he's definitely the big help for that.
That is so awesome. Biggest accomplishment as a musician?
Hold on. Shout out Guru Ram Das here in Santa Ana. Mad love
Shout
to you.
out.
Check him out if you're in the area and you want to do some serious head balancing, man, some understanding, some self-love. That's the guy, man.
Check him out. What is your biggest accomplishment as a musician?
Biggest accomplishments. Um, showing up to other states and other cities that I've never been to, and playing original music and watching these people sing my lyrics.
That's the truth.
That is songs that I wrote in my tia's garage, bro, my aunt's garage, man. Like poor little projects, man, that I wrote these songs in, and like hearing other people in other side of the country singing these songs, man, like singing word for word.
That feels so
It's amazing.
Bro, like, there's nothing nobody can say. There's nothing nobody can do. Nothing compare to this. Nobody can put me down. Nobody can hurt me because I know how it feels, man, to make something out of nothing.
Exactly.
And bro, there's no criticism that can take that away, man. There's nobody, dude, that can say anything that will make me not value that as much as I do. To me, man, that's making it.
There you go.
Like there's no money, anything can buy that,
Yep.
No.
It's all about happiness.
that's definitely it, man. That's definitely a mile marker for me. Yeah, man.
Yeah, right? Is there anything you would change looking back on everything you've accomplished?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, man. There's so much I would change, man. I mean, but as far as my moves and as far as my passion, my dedication, no, man. My passion gets the best of me, man, because I look at some other people and I see the same passion in them, but they don't have the ethic to work for it.
Yeah.
You see, they have the heart, they have the desire, but they don't have the will to work. In this music business, dude, you have to have the will, the want, and the desire to do anything in life, I believe. But in this music business, you definitely have to have those three. And if you lack one of those, bro, you're sleeping on yourself. You're lacking on yourself, man. And not only that, you give the other weight to your other band members or your other manager, your team, basically, to do that, man. And they have to pick up that weight because you're missing one of those serious qualities, bro.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, without those, you fall apart.
Definitely,
And I've seen so many musicians, man, just fall apart because they lack one of those.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing.
And it's really hard, man, but you got to come correct, man, You got to come correct.
Exactly.
Very well said, though.
Yeah, right? What was it
Thank
like
you, thank
recording your last album?
It was awesome, man. I got a new album coming out called Ghetto Stories. Hey, check it out.
Ghetto
Self-produced, man, self-recorded. I play nearly every instrument on this album, and that's just me not waiting for nobody, like I told you,
Yeah,
man.
that's
I
awesome.
had this crazy deal with my last album I made, man. It was great, man. Big shout out to Ian Young. Mi Mexicana was done in Chula Vista with Ian Young from ex-Tribal Seed member. Great, man. Great dude to work with, man. Real fast worker, man. I mean, great ear, man. It's great Dr. Dubbist, man. He's so great at
Yes.
everything he does. But it was well worth the dollar. Well worth the dollar. I'll say that much,
Everything
man.
was well worth it.
Yeah, man. You pay for
Perfect.
what you get. You know what I mean? And it
Exactly.
was first album I ever did, man. It set me back a lot.
Yeah.
But it was well worth it. The album's still doing great. The album's still selling.
Mm-hmm.
So it's awesome. This new album, I just invested a lot of that money that I could have used to pay somebody else to record, and I just sat back and just learned on my own, man. Just sat
Yeah,
there
just
and
took time and
just
did it
took time
yourself.
and just put no rushing, no.
Yeah.
I have my own studio here downtown Santa Ana, and I was able just to lock myself in a room, literally for almost 2 years, and
Yeah.
just work at my own pace and play every instrument.
Yeah.
And the only
So it's
reason why I
perfect.
had to, I'm very stoked to announce that I did all these instruments was because I was writing and hoping and locking in other musicians to come and help and getting the words and
Yeah.
only to be let down, only to be flaked so many times,
Yeah.
man. I mean, even like paying these guys to show up and for them to be like, hey, man, don't worry, man. Like, oh, you don't have to pay me next time.
Yeah.
I'll show up next time for free. And, because they're flaky. And, oh, my God, man. Shout out to all you guys, man. Thank you guys for letting me do my album on my own. I appreciate y'all, man. But, no, I'm really
That's how you do
excited,
it.
man, because this is the first time that I really was confident enough to be like, no, that sounds great, Johnny. Run with it, man. And, we are our own worst critics. And within those 2 years, I was scratching stuff left and right. Like,
Yeah.
nah, man, that's not cool. That's not hot. That's not dope. At this point, I don't care what's hot. I want to play what's in my heart, man.
What's
That's
for you?
it, man. And yes, who doesn't want to make money? But at the end of the day, man, money doesn't make happiness.
Exactly.
Only
Only love can.
Exactly. Self-love can, absolutely. Shout out Johnny
That is-
Luv.
that is so great. Like your whole story and just like where you came from and now how
Hey,
how
thank
you
you,
are,
sis.
and it's just great.
Thank you. It wasn't easy.
Yeah, I could tell, and like just your journey and like just being here is just amazing, and just like seeing you, it's so cool.
Oh, you're too awesome. Thank you for that.
Adding on to that, so how was your first half of your Ghetto Stories tour?
Oh,
it's probably lit.
shucks, man. Let's not get into details. It was the best tour till dates, man. Seriously. You know, some tours, man, we lot everybody knows, man. Anyone that's on the road all the time, there's always things, unexpected things that happen. And
Yeah.
trust me, I have expected I have experienced a lot of those experiences, man, and those situations, they get crazy.
Right.
But you know, I mean, I've literally, no lie, I gotta tell you guys, I've gotten into fights with musicians for like dumb shit over like drinking, like taking drugs before a show. Like, hey, Santana's doing it, dude. Like, what the Jimi Hendrix does it? Like, dude, we're not Jimi Hendrix, dude.
Yeah.
We're not taking acid before a show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, oh my God. I wish I could just shout out those guys and be like,
Right.
dude, stop doing those stuff, man.
Right.
But
You
really,
gotta
man,
herb.
just dealing with that, man. You know, it's made this tour everything that it was. Like, I got home and I was just like crying, dude. We got home, the whole band hugged, dude. We said a
Aw.
prayer, and we were just like grateful for
very
everything that
blessed
happened,
for
man.
life.
It was more like a connection tour. The whole band connected. I got a new drumming for this tour. I got a new guitar player. Shout out Sonic Drumming, man. Shout out to my primo, man, Mr. Jacob Gonzalez. Great to have you guys, man. I love you guys are part of the team. Thank you guys for making this such a beautiful tour, man. These guys just carried the weight, man. They just, no questions
Brought
asked,
it all
hands
together.
down. It was all of us were yes sir, no sirs to each other, and it was a brotherhood,
Gentlemen's,
man. That
that's
just
awesome.
was unreal. Like,
The bond.
yeah, man. You know, sometimes it's like you take some people on the road. You know, I'm a solo artist, you know, so
Yeah.
I don't have a set band, you know. And when I did, it was always falling apart due to, you know, money and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so finally, I was just like, I just got to do my own, you know, my own thing, man,
Exactly.
and hire guns. But now it's like I have a full team from management
Yeah.
to like booking to, you know, the musicians to the studio engineer, and it's, man, it's awesome, bro. And all this
awesome.
just came with hard work, man. So with all that said and done, man, all that has happened in the past has made this tour exactly what it
best.
is. The best tour to date, man.
That is so awesome.
So we're looking forward to the second journey on this. Ghetto
Check it
Stories
out.
2.
Let's do
Headed up
it.
West Coast, man, and headed to Boys, man, headed to Colorado, New Mexico, all Cali, Seattle, all that good stuff, man. Check it out, man. So let me rephrase that. You know, it is definitely the opposite, but it's like it's a different element. It's a different sound where it's not coming from an area where a lot of people accustom or see that reggae comes from in North America. Yeah. Like, you got amazing bands, bro. Like, some of these bands, bro, they're just dominating right now. Revolution from Island Vista, you know what I mean? Like, Fortunate Youth from Hermosa Beach, man. Shout out to these guys. Yep. You know, but like, not too many bands of this style comes out of this neighborhood, man, of this city, you know? And so for me, man, like, gotta represent, man. And you know, I played, shout out to Mystic Roots. I used to play guitar for Mystic Roots, something that a lot of people don't know. I did years ago, man. We're looking at like 9 years ago, and helped them out on a couple of tours, a couple of runs, and those guys were awesome. And that was the same kind of genre of music, man. You know, like, I put them in like the same stick figure category, you know, Revolution. They're all that kind of like real positive mentality, you know, Sensi bands, you know what I mean? And that's awesome, bro. That's what I'm inspired by. But what I wanted to do, man, was something I noticed that wasn't too much in this reggae scene, as far as like Cali roots goes, as far as this mainstream reggae goes. There's not a real lot of Spanish culture. Yeah. And if there is, it's all full on Spanish, man. You know what I mean? Like Ganduana. Shout out Ganduana, Los Pericos. All these, you know, Spanish bands, Southern American bands that are just like full on. There's not really bilingual, you know? And so that's one thing I really wanted to take this approach. I wanted to be, you know, get in there in that stick figure, Fortunate Youth, Revolution vibe, and still cater to both these people that love it, man, you know? Because, I mean, like us, you from Huntington Beach, you guys are exposed to this culture everywhere you guys go. And that's the beautiful thing about, you know, where we're from, Orange County, man. There's so much diversity here from South America, so Mexico. Yeah. It's a melting pot, exactly. You got, you know, so you got, again, you got Mexico, you got, you know, Southern America, you got, you know, all that's of Brazil, people coming here. And it's like a lot of it you'll see here in Orange County. So bringing this element, man, I would tell people that my music is a fusion of like reggae cumbia, you know, and putting that element in, it's like reggae cumbia, hip hop, and even like soul, got that oldies feel in it, man. We do a lot of old rock steady song covers when we do cover songs. So yeah, just bringing that element, man, like the culture element for me is like the biggest thing, and that's how I would describe it. Shout out to Stick Figure. We coming, man. We want to go jam with y'all. Big up, big up, big up. Who set the world on fire? Ja.
What are some of the things that you like to do to get inspired?
Give back. Give back, bro. That's been, for any of you guys that don't know, almost every 3 months, every quarter month, we try to do a little homeless. We don't say homeless no more. We say less fortunate because a lot of people that live here in Santa Ana are not necessarily homeless. They're just less fortunate, man. You know, not every mom walking their kids to school every day can buy breakfast, lunch, and dinner for those kids. And this is a reality in my hometown. And I used to be one of those kids. I used to be one of those families that we couldn't eat 3 meals a day. And that's real, man. Like, we would go to our kitchen and my mom would be like, hey, that's for tomorrow. That's for tonight. And we couldn't eat stuff. Like, that's real, man.
Yeah.
And so we do a less fortunate feed. And we just call it a community feed. We just set up here at Birch Park, at the park that I was telling you about,
Yeah.
which is closed now. Shout out to all you druggies. But so that place, man, is like we just set up shop, man. Santa Ana Police has bought permits the last 2 times events. They buy the permits for us, man. And we got like Copper Door. Shout out Copper Door, Alvin. Shout out Cafe Cortura. All these other little businesses that are, you know, involved in donating stuff. Even Starbucks, man.
That's awesome.
Donating, you know, drinks, food, time, efforts, the employees, man. Some of my
Exactly.
friends, Johnny Luv crew, everybody just involved just to give back for a day, man, you know?
That is so awesome.
And that's
Bring
it.
'em
You know,
all
on my
together.
birthday, actually, we had a feed, but we didn't have permits for it, so I was gonna do it on July 23rd. And the day I woke up, I was like, you know, let's get together. I called everybody up. We were gonna do it, but we had cops called on us from the health department. So somebody watching my Instagram feed called the cops and snitched and said we were doing an illegal feed. Shout out to you guys.
That's crazy.
But yeah, no, it's
You're
real.
just trying to help out. You
Nah,
guys
the
know
hater
Johnny
isn't real.
Luv.
Don't, believe me that. The haterism is real in the reggae scene, but it's okay because it don't bother us that don't care about y'all.
Yep.
We ain't worried about none of that. Yeah, bro, we working all the time. And you know what, man? Everyone tries to put this image up where it's just like this no bomb, all positive, like hippie. Nah, man. In this reality, bro, people don't want to see people doing good. People don't want to see people achieving stuff. Sad to say, bro, even some of our own friends and family members. But
True.
we got to look at them and just say,
True
hey, man,
statement.
we know you're hurting. We know you're not happy.
Yeah.
But you don't got to rain down on everyone's party because you're not happy. You know? And then we just lead by just lead by example. Don't lower yourself to that caliber
Exactly.
of hurt, you know, and misery.
you're better than
Yeah,
that,
we,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
and not that, you know, we are better than that, but just we're
No.
not that
Yeah,
person.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just it. But people like to retaliate by being that same person to the other person. Like, oh, well, you want to be like that? You know, we can never do that, guys.
Yeah.
We gotta rise.
We gotta
Always rise, man.
Keep it up. Keep
That's right.
rising, guys.
That's
we
right.
got it. So, adding on to everything you've just said, how has reggae changed your life?
Whew.
It's a big one.
Reggae music changed my life.
Yes.
Honestly, just as big as Kundalini did.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Cool. Reggae music. Oh my God. Once I got out of like the Sublime era
Yeah.
and really got into roots reggae, man, the understanding of reggae, it kind of made me bitter a little bit. It made me a little bit bitter because once I started waking up and seeing what was going on in the reality of government politics, real American reggae, like, you know, how Jamaicans get low play and American reggae gets like so much play. You look at the headline festivals here, but it's all about money, man. It's about who's selling more. You know what I mean? And that's what it is about. And that made me bitter for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I had to understand the business of it. And the business is like ugly. But it was like, you know what, man? This is what it is. If you want to do what you love and you want to be here, man, you got to, you know, not
Exactly.
necessarily turn a blind eye, but you got to, again, lead by example, man. And you got to
Exactly.
do something bigger, keep on pushing and do whatever you can over
Having
here.
just a voice for people.
You know,
in
yeah,
general.
yeah, and that's good
Awesome.
enough for me. But reggae, man, it changed me, man. It created, you know, coming from the streets of Southern California, man, it created somebody who I never thought I could be. I mean, you know, being vegetarian, man, you know, 8 years plus, I just, you know, just my lifestyle, man, the way I think, see compassion, man, understanding, but being real. You can have all the compassion in the world, but compassion won't get you anywhere unless you're real about it because people will always mistake your kindness for weakness. Always, bro. And it sucks because it happens to the most compassionate people. They get stepped on, bro. And I hate seeing that, man. It's something that, it kills me when I see good people getting stepped on because all they are is just good people.
Yeah.
You know, and they just want to be good and people's misery just ruins that for them. So me being who I am nowadays, I'm just grateful. Reggae had a big effect on me just standing up for people. Not just being positive, but for standing up for
Standing up for
righteousness.
others, yes.
Yeah, man.
That's the
And that's something that I can tell you that it's not really, it's kind of frowned upon in our reggae scene, man. It really is about standing up. Anytime someone says something about something that's not right, it's like, hey, man, that's not cool, dude. That's not reggae, dude. And it's like, no, it is reggae, actually. Standing up for what we believe in. Standing up against the oppressors. That is reggae to the fullest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's
Exactly.
so washed down, I believe. It's so watered down at times that people forget. People forget this, man. You got to stand up for yourself. You got to stand up for your brother. You got to stand up for somebody on the
Stand
bus.
together.
Somebody fighting with somebody, you know,
Yeah.
picking on somebody, man. Like, none of that shit's cool, man. And, you know, coming from where I come from, I had to be a warrior at an early age. And that warrior wasn't necessarily a good thing in my life because it led me to some roads that I didn't want to be in,
Yeah.
some alleys I didn't want to walk through. But now I can honestly say, man, I'm grateful for that because that made me who I am today.
Exactly.
And I will not allow that to happen to anybody, man. No one needs to be taken advantage of, step on something like that. I'm the first guy to step up and be like, hey, man, that's not cool,
Yeah,
dude.
definitely.
You know, change your shit real quick, man. You
Yeah.
know, shift your perspective, man,
Yeah.
because that's not right, man. You know.
Exactly.
But people these days are so entitled, full entitlement, man, that they're quick to point the finger at somebody rather than look back on what they're, you know.
Yeah, look
what
back
the-
at their own actions.
But what all that is really, man, anytime you guys are experiencing something like that, just remember, man, you cannot take that personal. It's just a reflection of what they're going through. That's all it is, man, is a reflection, a mirror image of what that person's feeling about themselves. So don't take it too hard, man. Just keep on going through your day,
keep
keep on
doing you.
pushing, and just remember, all the other likes on YouTube that gave you a thumb up rather than the few 50 that gave you the thumbs down. Remember, those people outweigh that.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Do you have any upcoming shows you're super excited for?
Yes,
Your
the Ghetto
second
Story
part?
Tour, of course.
Yes,
So we
the
got
second
Ventura
part.
coming up, Ventura, California, this Thursday, the 10th.
Check it out Thursday
Yes.
at Ventura.
Saturday in Laguna, Nigel at Carmen Bar. I can never say the name of that place. So something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Check
It's on the
his Instagram
Insta.
for
Yeah,
that.
check the Insta, check the Facebook.
Follow us Insta,
Check
everyone
all
follow
that
us,
out.
check it
Johnny,
out.
JOHNNY LUV official, man. Check it out.
There you go.
But yeah, we got San Diego coming up Sunday. And just a lot of fun dates coming up, man. A lot of new music, a lot of new merch, man. Come check it out, man.
Yeah, it'll
That's
be
sick.
cool. It'll be fun. Check it out.
What advice would you give to someone who's trying to follow in your footsteps?
Okay, simple. Warrior, warrior, and warrior.
There you go.
Never give up.
Warrior.
Never give up. If you see something that you want, if you feel something that you want, don't let anybody get in the way. And I mean that. Not mom, not dad, not anybody. And I mean this, not just for music, but anything you're doing in life, anything your heart is screaming, you're effing up not pursuing it today.
Yep.
Because life is so short. God forbid anything happens to any of us as we leave the situation. Anything can happen. Nothing is promised. And if you think tomorrow's promised, man, you got something else going on. Take advantage right now. Start doing, even if it's just jotting down your ideas. People will rather work 9 to 5, 9 to 9 at Walmart, getting chewed out by someone with no degree and having bad vibes. This is our life right now. This is a reality. People would rather do that than invest a couple of paychecks or just go make pennies on the dollar doing what they want to do. And it blows my mind. I tell musicians this all the time. I mean, you'd rather have that guy at Walmart cussing you out than me telling you you're messing up and fix it so we can keep on still doing what we're doing.
Exactly.
You'd rather be like, no, you got ego. Go tell your Walmart boss he got an ego. You know what I mean? Like, that's where you belong, bro. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, don't ever let no one stop what you want to do. Keep on going. Don't ever look back. Look at only you. Don't look at anybody else. And just follow that heart, man. It's hard, but it's easy if you just do it.
Live the life you love the life you live.
Yeah, man.
There you
It's
go.
true, man. It's only hard if you don't do it.
Yep.
You know, it's only hard if you neglect it. That's why it's hard, because once you turn around, for example, off subject, I met these fellas and ladies a couple years back, right?
Yep.
And they weren't doing any of this. To see them setting up the production and all that, man, it was honestly quite inspiring because they found something they wanted to do and they ran with it. Now here they are interviewing a lot of these reggae artists, man. They have a vision. And dude, you have no idea. I want to show you guys what this camera looks like and how it's like propped up right now.
We'll put it on our story.
Shout out to these guys for following the passion, man. That's respect, guys, for real. I got to give it to you guys. That's dope. Never stop what you guys are doing. This is awesome. Thank you for having me here, man.
We
For
love the
real.
reggae scene. We love the community. We just want to build it. That's our whole thing.
Dude, it's beautiful, bro.
Yep, definitely.
I love what you guys. This is like, I'm not kidding, man. It's inspiring to see you
Thank
guys
you. Thank
following your heart, man. Your
We really
corazón, bro.
appreciate that. That
Yeah,
means
man.
a lot to us. So, and since we're real Sensi, we got to ask, what's your favorite strain?
Woo! I got a couple. it's like someone asked me because I'm an artist, like what my favorite color is. That's hard.
Right.
It's like mood. It's like what do I
Exactly.
want to achieve with the medicine?
Yep.
You know, to me, nowadays, man, now that I'm diving way more deep into my native roots, man, and the more I'm understanding my native roots, man, is like, to me, it's pointless just to be high all day. I mean, don't get me wrong, I smoked like 20 blunts a day back in the day. But nowadays, man, I cannot do that. I don't even smoke any more blunts anymore. But just giving appreciation for what the medicine does, for what each strand does and understanding that it is a medicine and it's not just to be high all day and let's keep my hair dry. And it really is a true medicine, man. It's not like, yo, man, let's go blaze one. Like, you gotta really, every time I smoke, I give thanks. I say a small little prayer in my head because somewhere in the world, someone needs this medicine.
Yep.
And they don't have access to it. Or they had access to it and they went to jail for it. Or something like that. Some crazy situations. So I gotta be thankful and count those blessings of just having that medicine in my possession. Able to cure my back pain, able to cure my hunger, to build up that appetite, to kill those migraines. I mean, there's so many different purpose for these medicines, Yeah. And headband being one of my latest favorite strands because of its purposes, it gives men the indica effects, and it gives ladies the sativa effects.
That's
so
cool.
it's amazing. So you can use that as a balance. If you have your husband, a wife, boyfriend, a girlfriend, you guys buy one strand. You guys can use that for different purposes.
Exactly.
The medicine's awesome. Of course, one of my favorite is wedding cake right now. I'm smoking a lot of wedding cake.
Fire.
Shout out Tier 1 Farms. Gracias. Yeah, man. So wedding cake is amazing, man. It's giving me sleeping. It's getting me my rest. And man, I kind of just switched over to a lot of canna butter and just eating a lot of the medicine and distillate, smoking a lot of just pure THC, no terps, nothing else in it but pure ganja. That has been one of my biggest blessings today. I think I got it right here. Nature's Alley distillate, provided by Tier 1 Farms, man. This is the purest 91%, and you can just look at it, get a nice little. That clear candy, pure goldenness, that pure golden candy, man. Shout out to Tier 1 Farms. I've been on this lately, man, and just been grateful, man, because it's been everything that I need. Serving its purpose. It gets me in those moods, man, and right before my stage, shows, gets my mind right, man. It puts me at ease, man. So,
Exactly.
Yeah, wedding cake and headband, man. Those are probably the strands right now.
There you go. Well, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you guys so much.
We really appreciate it.
Check them out. Keep on checking
Real
them
Sensi.
out. Big
Follow
shout out to
Johnny
these
Luv.
people, man.
Thank you.
There you go.
Choo! Eso.
Yeah. Thank you.
Man, thank you guys, man. That was so fun, man. You guys got me all hyped.